Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at Shiny Obstagoon, something you're going to be seeing a lot more often once it does get its community day. So it is going to be receiving a move called Obstruct, which is going to only be doing in PvP 20 damage. But what's going to happen here is you're going to guarantee lower your opponent's defense and raise yours. So essentially you're just going to be doing more and more damage as you do lower their defense, and then you're going to become bulkier and bulkier, which is going to be quite amazing. So you're not quite going to be doing as much damage as you would initially with this Night Slash, and as well as potentially getting the attack boost. But it's kind of a trade-off, something interesting here. So I think it's going to be pretty good. I really don't have anything to complain about. We'll just have to see when we get it, right? Obviously, it's not going to be for raiding or anything like that, so it's strictly for PvP. We're going to be pairing it up with our Vanquished, Crobat, love this thing, Purified, and then Trevenant, and Shadow Gramble. I know, Shadow Gramble, I know. I was just sick and tired of it. So we did get hard counter, same stories going on, okay? Same old thing, okay? You're gonna see all of that. We're not gonna like really stick to it and keep talking about it. You can just see it, and that's pretty much it. I did cut out a lot of battles. So we do have a Shiftery in the back, and of course this is just a straight win, so we're going to be taking that one there, looking good. Shadow Gramble is just disgusting. Next battle, and we're met with a Swampert here. Okay, that sounds good to me. And we got the poison in the middle, so we're just going to go for that Night Slash here. Obstagoon is just an amazing Pokemon. The shiny just looks so good, and we get the attack boost. Now that is something I'm going to be missing if we do have Obstruct, of course, because Night Slash isn't a bad move. You could go double dark. I guess you can go with Night Slash and Obstruct, but you're going to be losing that cross chop. But I mean, I think you would be okay. Well, I don't know. It also has Gunk Shot as well as Hyper Beam too. So yeah, it could be interesting running a double dark on it. Anyways, we're up against this Drapion here. I mean, Crobat, amazing Pokemon. We did discuss that it could potentially get a community day. I think it will eventually. It is already pretty good as it is, because it does have Poison Fang and its quick moves aren't bad at all. Well, at least Air Slash isn't. Air Slash is good. Bite is just, bite. So we got this Melmetal here. Oh boy. So what's happening is they're definitely not farming up to the energy they need. They're farming extra. Okay, so we did go for the Poison Fang, lowering the defense, and they're going to go for that Rock Slide and take us out. So they got built up energy. We've got 2 shields. How are we going to do this? Bring in the Obstagoon. Unfortunately, we did not hit the... We can go for the Night Slash at this point since it is so low. They're going to be swapping and catching a Night Slash. Okay, what was that? That's Swampert. Okay, so we swap into our Gramble, and we're good. All we have to do is just let this go. We charm them down, and then we can charm down the Melmetal. I mean, actually, I think they do take us out. They put up a fight. Do they? No, we just charm them out. Okay, moving on to our next opponent. What are we going to see with that Obstagoon in the lead? Oh, a Surfetch. See? Do you see what I'm talking about? That's why getting to Legends is just a joke. I don't care. And I do believe, not 100%, but I'm becoming more and more convinced that some people's accounts are on easy mode. You can run the same team as them and you will not have the same odds as them, because that's just exactly what it is. I read your comments and I feel like some of you are starting to understand where this is going. It's a big illusion with Niantic. A big illusion. Alright, so we are up against a Typhlosion here. Alright, we're going to farm you down to Funky Town. They've got 2 shields though. Coming back in here with that Swampert, building up to the Shadow Ball and going for the Poison Fang. Let's see if we get a shield. We do. Beautiful. Oh, that's great. Lowering the defense and getting a shield. Not very effective to that ground type. This is going to take us out, of course. And we're just going to be bringing in Obstagoon. They immediately swap, and I already lined it up. Bringing in the Surfetch. They back out. We take the win. Looking good, even with the bad lead. Let's go. Alright, now watch this. Okay, we put the Trevenant in the middle. We got the Crobat at the back. Let's see what happens now with all this fighting that we were seeing. Okay, let's see now. Alright, exactly. See, the poison is matching up with the grass in the middle. If you're thinking, well, it's not super effective because of the coast. It doesn't think about that. It just looks at the typings. It doesn't care. Anyway, so it's not the worst situation, actually. Obstagoon can hold it down for us here. So let's go and let's see what happens here. Because it's not the Alolan, right? It's just straight poison. So it doesn't resist the Night Slash. So here we go. We can let one more go through. If they decide to shield with the next one, obviously they will win. But that's perfectly fine. We'll just go in and Shadowclaw them down. It's not a big threat, really. But I could see them shielding this up. And they let it go. Oh, it was a double KO. Okay. All right, now here it is. All right, I'm starting to remember this. It's coming down to this. Whoever calls this is going to win. Oh, shoot. If we went in here with Crobat, I'm not going to say it was over, but it would have been looking really bad. So we got the Trevenant in here. I mean, it's not like we're in the clear yet either, because technically they're going to be doing a lot of damage with that Drill Peck. So we're going to go ahead and just shield up that first one. I think we actually shield up twice. Going for the Seed Bomb again. It's actually not super effective. Alright, so Drill Peck won't KO, but I want to keep this thing healthy, so we're just going to go ahead and shield it up. Let's see what's in the back of Cresselia. Alright, this is still doable. We have our Gramble, or I mean our Crobat. Alright, so if they have the typical moves, Grass Knot and Moonblast, we'll be able to just straight resist it all. Alright, this is great! So, yeah, building up to that Shadow Ball. Now they could have Future Sight, but I highly doubt it. Yeah, definitely not. Alright, so Moonblast is starting to add up, even though we're a Poison type, and they're not even getting stabbed from it, going for that Shadow Ball. And Cresselia is just absorbing it. They swap into their Empoleon, and I'm starting to get a little nervous, like, oh crap, am I going to actually be able to pull this off? Because a Moonblast will KO us here, but we're able to get to the Seed Bomb, and this is going to be enough for the Trevenant to take out that Cresselia, and we're taking that win, folks. Let's get it! Moving on to our next opponent, what are we going to see? Obstagoon, I think the entire time. Trevenant, finally something good, and they swap into a Scrafty. Let's go! Finally, we get RPS. Now, if we lose this battle, we're a scrub. Alright. So let's see what we have going on. Gonna go for that Poison Fang, of course, because Shadow Ball's not very effective to that Dark type Scrafty. Now, don't let it fool you. It can definitely take you on, that Crobat, because, you know, it's Foul Play is going to be able to do a decent amount, but they're not able to get to it after they did Power Up Punch it, and they back out. We take the win. That's exactly. That's the way it goes. If you get rock, paper, scissors, or RPS in the front and in the middle, you're more than likely going to back out. All right, so we have a mirror match. Now, what I was just saying for my last opponent, there's nothing against it. I back out too all the time. I mean, come on. All right, anyway, so yeah, they noticed that we're going to be able to throw first because we have higher attack, so they're going to actually catch here, which is extremely good on their end, but annoying for me. And it is a Sylveon. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Crobat. So we have one-to-one shield. Their Psyshock, to be completely honest, I don't know how much it does to my Crobat here. It's been a minute since I took that damage, so I actually shielded up just to play it safe, seeing that the Crobat's going to be able to handle this and potentially something else here. So we're going to go ahead and farm down with a lot of energy, shieldless at this point, but Crobat is going to be able to do a lot of damage to whatever they bring in. Bringing in, oh, the Obstagoon. Okay, I guess we're not going to be able to go Shadow Ball there. And we get off another one in a nervous wreck moment because I knew they had a cross chop and they actually shielded up. So, I mean, technically, yeah, that's kind of good. This shouldn't KO. It's going to be very close. And they got a Venusaur in the back. So I swapped because, I don't know, I could have maybe done it there, but we were low enough for them to potentially farm us down in some stupid nonsense moment. So we're just going to bring in the Trevenant immediately, go for the Shadow Ball, and then take the win here. Get to the Seed Bomb. Now, they had another Frenzy Plant. They just didn't get it off because they knew they needed more energy for the Crobat, but we still have our whole team here, and their Obstagoon coming back into battle, and we're getting to another one and finishing this with all of our Pokemon. Let's get it, Trevenant, closing it out for us. Next battle, what are we going to see here, folks? Jellicent, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, finally. Okay, this is looking great, obviously, here. Just got to look out for a potential catch, going for that Night Slash right off the bat. Nothing they can do. I mean, they can keep bubble beaming us and lowering our attack, I suppose. So we let that go, of course, because we don't have to worry about anything. They lower our attack and then bring in a Wall Range. So this is a very funny battle here. The Obstagoon's attack has been lowered, right? This thing is just a steam train for this battle. You're going to take a look at what's going to happen here. So we go for the Cross Chop, right? Okay, because, well, we're not doing much. So I decided to go ahead and go for the Night Slash to see if we could potentially get that boost. And no boost. So we get a shield, though, which is just perfect. Just beautiful. And we didn't even go for a Cross Chop. So we're going to go for it now, though, because it's going to obviously be doing more damage. Plus the lowered attack. We kind of want to keep that momentum going here. And unfortunately, they're going to be able to get to another charge move, but we survive. And Obstagoon keeps on going strong. Look at the health. Look at the health. And we get to another Night Slash on this Jellicent. Still lowered attack. No attack been raised at all. So we bring in our Trevenant here. Now we do need to look out for a Shadow Ball. That is going to be pretty bad if we shield up a Bubble Beam, and we shield up a freaking Bubble Beam. They swap into the Galarian Stunfisk. We're going to go straight for that Shadow Ball here. So this is not looking particularly the best really at all. They've still got a shield left. I've got a Crobat in the back. How in the heck am I supposed to pull this off? They let the Shadow Ball go, which is great, and they're shielding up the Seed Bomb, which is actually really good. Earthquake is not very effective, so they're going to be going for a Rock Slide here. So I'm like thinking, should I swap now? What should I do? But they decide to just back out, save us both some time, and I say, hey, thank you very much, and let's move on to our next opponent, met with a Trevenant. Let's freaking go. What do we got in the middle? Crobat? Yeah. Take a look at that. I'm not calling it out every time, but just take a look at all matches up. Okay? So going for the Night Slash, of course. And Trevenant could put up a little bit of a fight with the Seed Bomb. It's definitely going to be leaving the Obstagoon with some hurt damage here before they do go down, especially if they do want to shield. And we're just going to let it all go, of course, and they let it go too. Getting off one more Seed Bomb, bringing us right below the green line, which is great. Actually, pretty deep into the yellow here. Still 2 shields, bringing in Swampert. Fantastic. Sounds good to me. Going to go for that Night Slash here. Alright, so I am going to be swapping out the Obstagoon because I felt like it was a little bit awkward for them to bring in Swampert. It's not like a horrible matchup or anything like that, but I just kind of felt like there's probably something weak to fighting in the back, so we're just going to go ahead and save that Obstagoon. And what do you know? It's a Walrein. So we're going to go ahead and lower the defense with the Crobat here, and we almost got to another one. We're going to easily let this go. There would be no point to use that shield here. And I'm pretty sure you already know where this is going. We bring in the Obstagoon, do a bunch of damage. They still got 2 shields, but you're thinking, hold on, how are you going to be able to pull this off? They're going to get this off. Yeah, but if we get the boost, we need it. That's it. We need the boost here so we can do extra damage. 1, 2, 3, we've got the boost, and we take them out. That's it. It's game over. It's GG. We bring in the Swampert. Well, they bring in the Swampert, we bring in the Trevenant, and yeah, they back out. We take that win there. So if we didn't get the boost to do that little bit of extra damage to the Walrein, they would have been able to farm up enough to take us out and take the win there. So thank you, Obstagoon, for that boost. Next battle, we're met with a Talonflame. This is not particularly the best. Now, what is going to be good is if they let these attacks go and let us take their health down low, and simple as that, because the backline really doesn't want to see it, right? What do we got going on? Well, Crobat doesn't mind it, obviously. Trevenant can go up against it, but once they do raise their attack with the Flame Charge, it starts getting very nasty with those Incinerates here. So we got 2 shields still. We haven't used any, letting it go, because what we want to do now is just farm down with Crobat. We're going to have to shield up. I don't care if they go in Flame Charge, because at this point it's going to be doing a ton of damage. So we shield it up, down to shield it, unfortunately, but up a bunch of energy. They bring in Swampert, not really great. Shadow Ball is not. I just feel like, okay, might as well just get this off. Swap into our Trevenant. What did you got in the back? A Cresselia. Okay. This is definitely doable here. So we're going to just hit the Shadow Ball right off the bat. No bait. Fortunately, they shielded up, so they've used their last shield. We've got 1 shield left, and they have a Moonblast. So no resistance here with that. It's doing a ton of damage. 1 more Moonblast, and we're pretty much out of here. So going for another Shadow Ball, and almost taking them out. So close. So what do we want to do? Shield this up? All right, we're going to go ahead and shield this up and farm them down. They're shieldless at this point, and they got that Swampert. We immediately swapped to catch because I feel like a Hydro Cannon would have been enough at this point. But now I'm getting a little bit nervous, like, now they're going to be farming up extra. They're going to have a Hydro Cannon ready to go, and that's exactly what they're doing right about now. So we go for the Shadow Ball, and at this point, it's like, well, now it's pretty much just like try to quick move them down at this point, right? So they go for Hydro Cannon, and I'm like, oh, wait, we should be able to survive this Hydro Cannon. And we do barely and take them out. Let's go. Moving on to our next opponent, folks. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do so. I really do appreciate it. Then with the Cresselia, Moonblast, it's going to be doing a lot of damage to us because of the dark typing. They're not getting any stab, though, so at least it's okay there. It's not going to be like Scrafty either because we're not fighting in dark, so it's not going to be doing that much more damage times 4. So we just got the boost. All right, so now they have an incentive to shield because that would have done a lot of damage. Now we're going to go ahead and shield up this Moonblast ourselves here. No attack debuff. They've used 1 shield. I think they do commit 2 on this Cresselia, if I remember this correctly here. Okay. And we let this go because check it out. Moonblast does do a lot. Oh, we call it Grass Knot. Oh my gosh, that's got to be so annoying. All right, so go for the Night Slash. Yeah, they double shield. Sounds good, and we do as well. I think we can counter down at this point. If we come out of here with all that energy, okay, they don't let us. They swap into Melmetal. They're like, nah. So we go for the cross chop right away, and we're actually, I think we get taken out here because I'm too slow to swap. I was trying to, but I just couldn't do it. I didn't hit it quick enough with the Trevenant or with the Crobat, but we would have wanted to go in here with the Trevenant. All right, so they went for their superpower, lowering their attack and their defense. Fantastic. Go ahead and do that. Going for a Rock Slide. Okie dokie. We're having no shields on either end here. And what was that? Some ice type? What would you look? Oh, Wall Rain. Oh, okay, folks. Okay, look. Why did I go for Shadow Ball? Because I thought it was an Empoleon. Because I would have done more damage with the Shadow Ball just straight up than the C-Bomb. Look, I made a mistake. Okay, whatever. All right, so we got the Crobat out here going for the Poison Fang. Can I recover it, though? Oh, yeah, looks like it. Farming them down. And will we get to a Poison Fang? And unfortunately, we don't. But we still have a Pokemon in the back. Okay, and Trevenant takes them out with an invisible Shadowclaw. All right, we're going to put Nidoqueen in the back. Let's see what we see in the front. You want to see something interesting? I know you do. Good. So let's go ahead and see what happens here when we do switch it out. Something we haven't seen yet. Oh, yeah, Tapu Fini. Yeah. Fairy type in the back. That's because the poison's strong to it. That's why. That's how it works. Right. So we swap into our Nidoqueen here. They're staying, absorbing it, and then swapping into a Talonflame. Interesting. Sounds good to me. Since we already took it low enough, we should be able to handle it with what we have in the back. Of course, we do have the Trevenant. And we will be shielding up this first one here because those poison jabs are starting to really add up. And we should be able to make it to another Poison Fang, which would probably get a shield out of them at this point, right? Yep, there it is. And they're going to obviously farm it. Oh, I thought they would farm us down. Looked like they... Yeah, that we're not going to be able to make it. That's exactly why we shielded. So what we're going to do is go in here with our Obstagoon and start farming up. They're going to obviously bring in the Tapu Fini. And we immediately swap into Trevenant with the got in the back of Charizard. Oh, whoa. This is what I see, folks. Okay, there's nothing I can do about it. If I would have went for Shadow Ball there, I think that would have actually been it. Yeah, that tipped it over for me. I just said, yeah, I'm good, mister. All right, let's move it on. So we swapped out the Pokemon. We reorganized it. Now let's see what we see. Look at this. The Togekiss. What do you freaking know? Oh, yeah, got the Toxicroak in the back. Togekiss and then a Darumaka. Are you freaking... Okay. So I just backed out of that. Okay, moving on to our next opponent. Can we have a decent... No? Oh, Machamp with the Grandpa in the back now? Oh, yeah. So we swap into our Trevenant and they bring in Escavalier. And we're just going to go straight for the Shadow Ball. They shield it up. Oh, okay. We got to look out for that Mega Horn. That's definitely not going to be comfortable here. It brings it down to pretty much like 4 HP, if not KOing you. All right, going for another Shadow Ball. Do they want to let it go? And they do. What you coming back in here with? And I think they just said, yep, I had to call that. I'm good. I'm out. All right. Nice. Bad lead. Next game, good lead. Up against Giratina with Shadowclaw. Let's go. Massive resistance with that normal and dark type. All right, so let's have a little fun with this thing now. Giratina is no pushover when it comes to this matchup. It could definitely start adding up those Dragon Claws and, you know, do a decent chunk of damage to you before you do go down. And it is very spammy with those too, so. But you will win this matchup. If they want to shield, well, just shield right back. And as a matter of fact, you just let them keep going. Look, I mean, just let it keep going and going, and you're just going to keep absorbing them. And gonna go ahead and take them out here. This should do it. This should just be literally right enough. Yep, perfect. And they're bringing in an Escavalier to farm us up, but we're getting to a Night Slash to do a little bit of extra damage. Beautiful. And we still have the Trevenant. Oh, yeah, looking good. We just got to shield up that Mega Horn, though, right? Since we did do so much damage, we're looking good. And they have an Umbreon in the back, so we immediately swap into our Nidoqueen. And the Nidoqueen can handle this situation quite well. If it has Psychic, that's a different story. You're not going to be looking too happy with that one there. But I'm going to go ahead and call it and say foul play, and that's exactly what it is. Nidoqueen holding it down, getting... all right, so what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to build the illusion like I'm going for Earth Power because I want them to start shielding at this point. So they're getting to 2. I got a little greedy. I was not actually paying attention to all the energy they did have, so unfortunately got a shield at this point. And I'm feeling like that right there is going to cost me the game for not paying attention. And then they swap. We go for another one here to lower that defense and do some damage. And they shield it up, which is beauty-freaking-full, folks. So we shield this up. It's a Mega Horn. Since we lowered their defense, I'm going to take the risk and go for the Seed Bomb. It's a massive resistance. Can we farm them down? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to see if we can take out this Umbreon with Seed Bomb. All right, Trevenant, you got this for us, buddy. No, we definitely are going to win this. They can't get to 2 foul plays. Okay. And that's not enough to KO. So we're going to get to a Seed Bomb and Trevenant taking the win for us. Let's go, folks. All right, trainers, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.